Hello everyone! It is currently Sunday, the 2nd of May. It is important to me to mention that it's a Sunday because there is a lot of noise coming around from the neighbourhood, so my audio quality is probably going to be a bit... And then it's important to mention the fact that it's the 2nd of May because that means in 2 days' time, it's May the 4th, aka Star Wars Day. Now, May the 4th is actually also the day that our gym is reopening after being closed for a couple of weeks, and James is quite chatty with the gym staff members, and he may or may not have mentioned that it may or may not be really cool if the two of us showed up in Star Wars costumes. So here I am, trying to do a one-day make of Leia's Endor costume. Now, I chose Leia's Endor costume because, well, A, I like it, B, it's easy, C, my other option was sort of going as a generic Jedi, which, not so keen on. James is going as a generic Sith, which he's going to look really, really hot as, but generic Jedi just, doesn't have the same ring to it, so I figured, hey, if I can make an actual proper cosplay with the same amount of effort it would take me to make a sort of generic costume, why the hell not? So, the great thing about this Endor Leia as a choice of cosplay is that this is actually going to be fully made from my stash. We have this beautiful green and brown, like motley, not quite camo, but motley fabric. It is unfortunately a chiffon, so it's not the best texturally, but I don't really care. I've got some grey stretch velvet that I'm just going to reverse rather than showing the velvety side. I'm just going to use the back for her pants. Got some gold ribbon for down the side of the pants. Got a belt, got some boots as well. And also, James had this Han Solo gun, which we're going to sand and paint black, which, I mean, it's not 100% accurate, but it's a Han Solo gun. It's accurate enough. I don't really care. So I'm really happy. Going to be able to make this just from stuff that I already had. It's going to be pretty awesome. Fingers crossed. A little someone is not helping, are you, Melon? Not being very helpful? I just need to say that it feels like an absolute travesty to sew velvet with that side out. Part 1 of this cosplay, done. So, a little bit about the pants, and I'm not wearing them because they are pretty fugly, but given that you'll sort of only see them from mid-thigh to mid-calf, I'm okay with it. As I said, I made these out of stretch velvet, which I have the velvet part on the inside, which was so weird to sew with. For a pattern on these, I just used a bloomer pattern that I expanded to fit my current sizing. However, I did it really badly, so like, I am not showing you the crotch section because it's nasty. Got some gold ribbon. I just sewed it on with the exact stitch because when I do photos of this, I'm not doing close-ups, so I figured I can do the lazy option. So all in all, I am not pleased with these pants, but hey, they'll do the job. Poncho time! As you can see, I now have a poncho, and that means I'm actually done with this costume. I started at 10 to 1, it's now 3:30, and that means I actually have enough daylight to do a little photo shoot, which I was really hoping to do, but I was like, nah, I'll do it next weekend. So, gonna do a little photo shoot. I don't think I have enough time to actually do any behind the scenes filming, because setting up the GoPro is always a bit of a pain in the ass, so I will just astound you with some completed photos, and then I'll see you at the gym for May the 4th. Turns out we don't actually have plain black boots, so I had to run with brown, which I know isn't accurate, and I left my Fitbit on rather than using a, fancy communicator, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with this. What's that? It's me? Filming an actual outro? Yes it is. So in the end, we didn't go to the gym on May the 4th, because life finds a way of messing with your plans. However, as you saw, we did do the photo shoot and we got some really, really great photos, given that we were shooting for a sum total of about 10 minutes and it was all done in our front yard. What can I say? The man's a very talented photographer. But I did want to shoot a bit of a proper outro because I really wanted to talk about this costume a bit because I'm in a weird state of, on the one hand, I made a cosplay in one day and didn't buy a single thing, and as you could tell by the photos, it looked really good. But on the other hand, it's kind of terrible. Like, the pants, I know I already talked about the pants are a mockery of pants, and this poncho, even though it looks good, I haven't finished anything, it's sloppy. This cowl section that is technically meant to be a hood is not a hood, it's just a cowl because I could not be bothered making a proper hood just for effectively a joke cosplay. But I did just want to end up and say that it's actually a really great cosplay. Like, if you are getting into cosplay and you want to do a Star Wars costume and you don't know where to start, and you're a chick, or happy to present as a chick, this one is so easy, so good to make. I mean, like I say, I took shortcuts. It's a pretty slapdash costume, but it would have been comparatively easy to make it a proper costume. All you need is pants patterns that are a dime a dozen with a stripe down the side, the poncho, which honestly, it's a giant rectangle with some slits for the belt to go through, and then the cowl slash hood thing, which yes is a bit more tricky, but again, you can do what I did and just make it a cowl, not a hood. And then underneath that, yeah, technically she's meant to have a shirt and a vest, and she's meant to have like pouches on the belt and all of that, but it's recognizable, it looks great, and it's super easy. So this is my recommendation of, don't take as many shortcuts as I did, but if you need to make a costume, make this one. So yeah, this video is not much of a tutorial, not much of a behind the scenes, not much of anything really, but I had so much fun doing this. I'm a massive, massive Star Wars fan, even though none of my content on basically any of my platforms so far really reflects that, but I am. And it was really, really good to finally get to do a proper Star Wars cosplay. And so, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and until next time, may the Force be with you.